ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome everyone to this 26th day of our Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga series. In the last 25 days, we discussed the first few sections of this chapter. In the first section, in the first three shlokas, Krishna spoke about the glories of the knowledge of Bhakti. In the next section, from shloka number 4 to 10, Krishna spoke about his own relationship with this material world, how he creates it, how he maintains it, and how he's unattached to it, and how everything is dependent on him. He spoke all that in the second section. In the third section, which is little long, Krishna spoke about different types of worshippers. He spoke about those who worship him, those who don't worship him, and those who worship different devatas. He also spoke about those who worship different elements of this universe. They are Vishwarupa Upasakas. And finally, in this last section of this chapter, shloka number 26 to 34, Krishna is speaking the glories of pure bhakti unto Krishna. Pure Krishna bhakti. What is pure bhakti? Selfless bhakti. A bhakti that is performed with absolutely no material expectations. That is pure bhakti. So Krishna talks about that pure bhakti in this section. Let's see the first shloka of this section, which is 26th shloka of the chapter. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktipahritam ashnami prayatatmanah. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktipahritam ashnami prayatatmanah. This is a very popular shloka that describes the simplicity of Bhakti Yoga. How simple Bhakti is. Bhakti is not at all complicated. So the meaning is like this. Krishna says, Yo me means one who offers me. Me means, Yo me means me. So he says, one who offers with devotion, bhaktya. Bhakti is very important. Bhakti is the key word here. So one who offers to me with devotion four items. One, patram, a leaf. Two, pushpam, a flower. Three, phalam, a fruit. Four, toyam, little water. Not only four, you can offer 10 items or 100 items, 1000 items. But Krishna spoke some four simple examples. Very, very simple examples. If one offers me with devotion any of these items like patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, tadaham bhaktyupahritam ashnami. I will accept those offerings. Ashnami also means eating. I will eat those offerings, but in this context, he'll accept, right? Mm. So Ashnami, why does he accept all our offerings, although they're very, very simple? See, one thing is, whatever you're offering doesn't belong to us. Patram, leaf. Did we create leaf? No. Leaves came from trees. Trees came from earth. Earth came from Krishna. And the fragrance element in the earth also came from Krishna. So, whether it is leaf or a flower or a fruit or water, we have not created. They are all created by Krishna only. So, from Krishna's creation, we accept little flower or fruit, etc., and offer it back to him. And Krishna accepts it. He doesn't say, you have taken my property and you're offering me only. He doesn't say that. Because he sees the emotion with which we offer that. For Krishna, the emotion is more important than the action. So many people see the action that we do and they're impressed with our action, but Krishna sees the emotion behind the action. Krishna sees the attitude behind the magnitude of our offerings. Sometimes we may make grand offerings. We may give, offer like elaborate jewelry to Krishna, dresses to Krishna, garlands to Krishna, or food items to Krishna. But if all these elaborate, magnificent offerings do not have loving attitude, devotional attitude, that doesn't impress Krishna. Therefore, Krishna says, Bhakti upahritam. Bhakti means love, devotion. Upahrita means offering. Upahar means gift. So, upahrita means the process of giving a gift. Bhakti upahrita means lovingly offering a gift. So, when you go to a friend, when you offer a gift to the friend on his birthday, you don't expect anything in return, isn't it? Do you expect something in return? Absolutely not. Then, if you're expecting something in return, then it's not a loving offering, it's a selfish offering, it's a motivated offering. But when our bhakti, when our offerings are not materially motivated, when we are not having any material undue expectations from Krishna, if we sincerely make some simple offering to Krishna, Krishna becomes very happy. And Krishna will accept that offering, he will reciprocate with that offering. Prayatatmanaha means because that offering is made with a pure mind. So, three lines Krishna says, Bhaktya prayachati, offering with devotion. Bhakti upahritam, lovingly offering him. Prayatatmanaha, with a pure mind. So, these three phrases here in this shloka are emphasizing the importance of the emotion. What emotion or what consciousness or what mindset do we have while making offering? That's important. Your offering may be as simple as this patram pushpam phalam toyam. You may not give diamonds and gold and silver, etc., but you may offer very simple things, but Krishna is impressed with it. And see, we may be very wealthy and beautiful and scholarly, but that's not doesn't impress Krishna. Kunti Mata says in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, she says, जन्मैश्वर्यश्रुतश्रीभिर्एधमानमदः पुमान् नैवार्हत्यभिधातुं वै त्वामकिञ्चन गोचरम्. Janma, high birth. Aishwarya, so much wealth. Shrita, education, knowledge, philosophical understanding. Then Shri, beauty, physical beauty. These four are considered very great material qualifications. But if somebody is proud of possessing these four qualities, Janma, Aishwarya, Shrita, Shri, Krishna is not impressed with them. And they cannot feelingly address Krishna also. In contrast to these four, if you have simple Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, but if there is bhakti behind this Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, and that pleases Krishna. So even if you have great Janma, Aishwarya, Shrita, Shri, along with it, if you have Mada, you are intoxicated, you are proud of possessing so many material qualifications, Krishna is not very happy to accept that offering. But if you make some simple offering of Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam with driven by bhakti, then Krishna will accept it. So bhakti is more important. See, the keywords, the offerings or the qualifications of a devotee is offering four simple things: Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. And here, Janma Aishwarya Shrita Shri. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam seem very simple. Janma Aishwarya Shrita Shri, they look very grand. But this Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam is more acceptable to Krishna because there is bhakti. But here, Janma Ishwarya Shrita Shri are not acceptable to Krishna because there is Mada, pride. If there is pride in our offerings, if you are very puffed up that, see, I have donated some 10 crores to the temple or 100 crores to the temple, I am maintaining them. If that kind of pride is there, or I'm a great scholar, I know so many Vedas and Puranas and I can quote them left, right, center, I'm a great Sanskrit scholar, if that pride is there, or I look very beautiful, I look very handsome, if that pride is there, or I am born in a very great family, our family is full of scholars or wealthy people. If that is the mood, then that's not acceptable to Krishna. That doesn't relish Krishna. That doesn't impress Krishna. But if there is simplicity in our offering, if there is innocence in our offering, even if the offering is as simple as a leaf or a flower, it pleases Krishna. It completely pleases Krishna. So, in our spiritual life, we need to prioritize cultivating simplicity of devotion, not complexity of elaborate material arrangements. Let's cultivate simple devotion, simple love, simple affection for Krishna. Again, simplicity is not stupidity. Simplicity is not to be very naive. Simplicity means a mind freed from any duplicity, no hypocrisy, no selfish expectations. You have simple love for Krishna, simple faith in Krishna's divinity, you have simple faith in the words of the scriptures, and not blind faith, but simple faith. There is no hypocrisy, there are no material motives, there is no tendency to exploit someone or manipulate someone. Just very plain hearted, very simple hearted. And you offer simple things like phalam, pastram, pushpam, toyam. Krishna is very happy with it, right? So we need to understand in bhakti what matters the most. If you're running behind too many accomplishments and trying to gain a lot of name, fame, prestige, etc., then we will exhaust ourselves, but we will not approach Krishna. But if there is simplicity in the heart, if there is purity in the heart, if there is humility in the heart, and with simple devotion, Krishna will accept it. Right? Krishna will accept and he will reciprocate with our devotion and he will accept us also, not only our offerings. So ultimately, the perfection of our offering is not to show off that we have made some great offering to Krishna. Krishna should accept our heart. Krishna should accept us along with the offering. Ultimately, he's not interested in the offering. He's interested in the heart of the devotee who is making that offering. If in the heart there is no love for Krishna, only hand is offering something to Krishna, but heart has no devotion to Krishna, what's the point? So we need to cultivate that deep, sincere love for Krishna. Then, whether it is a little leaf, or small flower, or little one fruit, or little water also, all the simple offerings made even by small children also, they are very, very impressive to Krishna. So love is the most important and the biggest gift. The biggest gift that we can offer to Krishna is not some bundles of dollars or kilos of gold or piles of diamonds. That's not the biggest offering we can offer to Krishna. The biggest offering is simple heart, simple devotion, love, affection. That's the greatest gift. And with that heart, even if you are a very poor beggar also, Krishna is very impressed with your offering. He will accept it. Yes, let me accept this. Krishna will stay in that beggar's house also. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be famous. You don't need to be special. You just have love for Krishna. Even a poor man also can impress Krishna. Sudama is very, very poor Brahmana, extremely poor Brahmana. He could not afford even some poha also, some flat rice also. Even the chipped rice also, he sent his wife uh, to beg from neighboring Brahmanas' homes. So she begged some chipped rice, four handfuls of chipped rice, and tied it in a torn cloth and gave it to Sudama, and Sudama offered that to Krishna. Just imagine, he did not have even poha, but still he made an attempt to offer it to Krishna. We have so many things. Krishna only gave us so many things. But if we are not offering that to Krishna, are we doing justice? Here is a devotee Sudama. He is trying to offer something to Krishna, although it is beyond his capacity. But all that is within our capacity, we are unable to offer. Okay, you may not have the capacity to offer very expensive gifts to Krishna, but please understand, we have time. Krishna not only has given us some material resources, he gave us time 24 hours in a day. How much of the time are we offering to Krishna? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? Ideally, a devotee offers 24 hours. Hmm. But, but at least if we spare some of our valuable time in a day to exclusively devote to Krishna, exclusively devote to chanting Krishna's names, hearing about Krishna, worshipping Krishna, those moments charge our entire day. So, offering is not only offering in terms of money or jewels, etc., it's also offering in terms of time and emotion. How much mind space do we have? And in that mind space, how much space have we allocated to Krishna? How many emotions are there in the heart? And how many of those emotions are directed towards Krishna and Radharani? and how many are diverted towards materialistic relationships. And how much intelligence we have. With that intelligence, how much are we uh, understanding Krishna Tattva, Krishna philosophy, and how much are we utilizing it to understand the technology of this material world, politics of this material world, and all kinds of mundane, soul degrading topics. So, Krishna has given us intelligence. Let's utilize it in Krishna's service by understanding Shastra. Krishna gave us a mind. Let us cultivate that emotions for Krishna through that mind, feelings for Krishna through that mind, and not divert the mind towards material emotions, material desires, material thoughts, and material feelings. Similarly, Krishna gave us some body and senses. Let us utilize this bodily strength in Krishna's service. How much are we using our eyes to see Krishna, and how much are our eyes eager to see the material objects and material beauties in this world? How much are we utilizing our tongue to glorify Krishna, and how much is this tongue discussing gossip and Vaishnava Ninda and mundane subject matters? We need to evaluate, right? So, simplicity is to recognize that whatever I have is by Krishna's grace and I must utilize it in Krishna's service. That is simplicity. But complexity is, oh, these are all mine. All the Krishna has given me, let me cheat him. I will not give everything to him. He only gave me, but I will sideline him. I will utilize all these things in my sense gratification, in the service of Maya, in my materialistic, I will invest them in my materialistic relations, not in my relation with Krishna and devotees. So we think we are cheating Krishna. We think that we are extra smart. But in reality, we are cheating ourselves. We are not being smart. We are being stupid. We are supposed to be simple. Having simple devotion means whatever we receive from Krishna, we should offer everything in Krishna Seva. Uh, so that is simplicity, just as Sudama Brahmana did. And in reciprocation with Sudama's simple offering of 4 handfuls of poha, Krishna had tears in his eyes. You see, he's crying and he's washing the feet of Sudama. And the tears of Krishna are not mm, because uh, of some material emotions. And Krishna is washing the feet of Sudama and worshipping Sudama not out of formality. Oh, I am a Kshatriya host and he's a Brahmana guest, therefore I need to give a royal reception. That's not the mood. He has genuine emotions for Krishna, for Sudama. Because Sudama had genuine emotions for Krishna, Krishna had genuine emotions for Sudama. So it's not the thing that Sudama offered, it's the thought with which he offered. So what matters the most in our relationship with Krishna is the thought and not the thing. Even a poor person can please Krishna with pure devotion. Krishna is not eager for our expensive gifts, but he's hungry for our selfless love. Once, when Krishna went to Hastinapur, Duryodhan offered him an elaborate feast. He said, Krishna, I have arranged an elaborate feast for you in my home, and your accommodation will be in the palace of Dushyasan. And Dushyasan's palace is more opulent than my palace. Come and stay here and eat this food. Krishna said, I am not hungry for your elaborate feast. I have zero interest in staying in Dushasan's opulent palace. I will stay with Vidura. Vidura's home is very, very simple. And what did Krishna receive in Vidura's home? Banana peel. Out of intense affection and devotion and excitement in receiving Krishna in their home, Vidura and his wife brought some bananas. And they peeled the bananas and offered Krishna. Not the banana fruit, but the peel. And because they are so absorbed in devotion, they did not realize that they are offering a peel. And because Krishna is absorbed in their devotion, he also did not realize that he's eating a peel. He's eating. Right? That's how Krishna reciprocates with the devotion of his devotees. Because devotee is so absorbed in uh, bhakti unto Krishna, Krishna is so absorbed in that devotion of the devotee. Mm. So a devotee offers love to Krishna. Krishna is hungry for that love. So that's how Krishna and devotees connect with each other. Mm. So even fancy things offered without love don't impress Krishna. See Krishna's expression here. He's thinking that, oh, I'll impress Krishna with all these big, big offerings of gifts. But he is a poor boy. He is offering a small flower to Krishna, and Krishna is very happy and excited. You see this peacock feather? You know who gave this peacock feather to Krishna? A peacock gave. Peacock, with so much love and affection, danced when Krishna is playing flute and offered a gift of their feather to Krishna. And Krishna honored that gift of peacock feather by keeping it on his head. That's how Krishna is impressed with simple, simple offerings and doesn't require very elaborate arrangements. Once Krishna, along with some sages, went to Mithila city. In Mithila, there are two devotees, Bahulashva, a great king, and Shrutadeva, a simple poor Brahmana, right? In this poor Brahmana's home, you know what Krishna received? My God. Krishna was offered a straw mat to sit on. But Bahulashva, the king, he offered a big throne to Krishna to sit on. So there's a lot of difference in the treatment that Krishna received in these two homes. In Shrutadeva's home, the treatment is very, very simple. Very, very simple. There, the treatment is very royal. But although externally the treatment is different, internally the treatment is same. Because both these devotees have simple devotion. Bahulashva, a great Kshatriya king, he had simple devotion to Krishna. And Shrutadeva, a simple poor Brahmana, also had great devotion to Krishna. And Krishna is happily sitting on a straw mat here, and he's happily sitting on a big throne there. And this Shrutadeva is so poor that he did not have sufficient straw mats also in his home. He went to his neighbor's home, borrowed some straw mats, and offered to Krishna and all the sages who came there. So one can make an offering according to one's capacity. If you don't have capacity, that's not a problem. But if you don't have devotion, that's a problem. So there is Sridhar Kulavecha. Sridhar Kulavecha was a simple banana leaf seller. How much profit he will make by selling banana leaves? That also he will give discount. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so impressed with his simple devotion. So what pleases Krishna is the attitude of our service, not exactly the magnitude of our service. And what about Kubja? Kubja offered some cosmetics to Krishna, little sandalwood pulp to Krishna. And she had some cosmetics and some paints, natural paints, and she started painting Krishna's eyebrows and below the eyes and on hands and on the chest. She painted Krishna. Actually, she was taking all these colors and ointments to Kamsa. And on the way, Krishna met her. And Krishna said, "Can you give me some?" Then Kubja, without any fear of Kamsa, with pure devotion, with simple devotion, she offered all these cosmetics to Krishna only. And Krishna became so impressed. And in reciprocation, you know what Krishna did? She was a hunchback woman. Krishna straightened her hunchback and made her a very beautiful lady. So, similarly, we have this fruit vendor lady. She filled Krishna's hands with so many fruits. And Krishna filled her basket with so many jewels. But she did not have any interest in the jewels. She was interested to see smile on Krishna's face. Krishna may give so much of opulence to a devotee, but a devotee has no interest in that opulence. And devotees may make expensive offerings to Krishna, but Krishna has no interest in that opulent offerings. What is Krishna interested in? He's interested in the pure heart and simple devotion of the devotee. And what is a devotee attached to? He's not attached to the boons and benedictions given by Krishna. He's attached to the smile on Krishna's face. Krishna must be pleased with my service. That's all a devotee wants. Devotee works so hard and makes any kind of offering to Krishna just to see smile on Krishna's face. And Krishna, he wants to see the simple devotion in the heart of a devotee more than anything else. All the gopis, they are very simple people. They don't love Krishna because Krishna is God or creator or master or he has so many powers and vibhutis. That's not the reason for their love. They love Krishna because he's Krishna. Simple. Even if Krishna is not God, for argument's sake, they love Krishna. They are connected to Krishna's personal attributes, personal qualities, not powers, not popularity. So, uh, love is the only qualification to serve Krishna. So, a devotee is connected to the principle of pleasing Krishna, and that's how he serves Krishna, and he doesn't expect anything. And the Lord is not impressed with the magnitude of our services. He is impressed with the soft heart of a devotee, simple heart of a devotee, simple devotion of the devotee. And that's the relationship between Krishna and a devotee. So we are uh, our connection between our connection with Krishna is not on a material plane, it's on a spiritual plane. What is spiritual connection? Spiritual connection is always formed with love, with affection. And that there is a loving bonding, there's an affectionate bonding, then that will please Krishna. Actually, how do we please Krishna? Having simple devotion. But how do we understand that Krishna is pleased? Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. We need to please Guru. And in the pleasure of Guru, we can find the pleasure of Krishna. And Guru is pleased with our seva. When Guru is impressed with our service, then that will automatically please Krishna, right? So we are not such a great devotee that Krishna comes and acknowledges, yes, I am impressed with your love. But if we are sincerely following the instructions of Guru, and if Guru is pleased with our seva and our attitude, then we can understand Krishna is pleased, right? Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. So offerings can be simple: flowers, fruits, vegetables, grains, etc. Another dimension of the shloka, not all this stuff, meat, fish, etc. That Krishna is not happy with it. Shabari offered these things, fruits to Lord Ramachandra, and it is supposed to be a voluntary offering, not an obligatory offering. So you can make simple vegetarian food, offer it to Krishna with love, and accept it with devotion, and Krishna is happy. You see, Advaitacharya offered some leaves and Ganga water to Krishna, to Shaligram Shila. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in response to Advaitacharya's prayers. In this context, Kaviraj Goswami quotes this beautiful shloka. तुलसीदलमात्रेण जलस्य चुलुकेन वा विक्रीणीते स्वमात्मानं भक्तेभ्यो भक्तवत्सलः. Tulasidala just by offering little tulasi dal. Jalasya chulukinava, just by offering some Ganga Jal. Krishna is so pleased. He feels that this devotee, by making this offering of simple Ganga Jal and Tulasi Dal, he purchased me. I have become sold out to this devotee. I am a property of this devotee. By paying the proper price of Ganga Jal and Tulsi Dal, this devotee has purchased me. Very important. All Krishna wants is our love and affection, not any elaborate arrangements made with pride, just to show off our talents and our resources. Even Sudama florist also offered simple flowers and garlands to Krishna. Of course, when you have bandwidth, please offer. When you are wealthy, offer your wealth in Krishna's service. When you are knowledgeable, use your knowledge in Krishna's service. When you are very experienced in the material technology and all, use that in Krishna's service. Whatever you have, utilize in Krishna's service. Krishna will say that in the next shloka, 9.27. We'll discuss it tomorrow. But the point is that we need to uh, be, we need to have the honesty to accept that whatever I have is by Krishna's grace, and I need to utilize it in Krishna's service, and I need to offer with love. So love is the main ingredient. So I often give this example, simple story. Although although I was speaking for a long time in this shloka, still I will speak this small story. Once the guru, once a guru was teaching this shloka to some of his students. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktipahritam ashnami prayatatmanah. The guru was teaching and the kids were learning. But one boy had a question. He said, every day you are offering so much bhoga to Krishna. According to this shloka, when we offer something to Krishna with love, he will accept it. But every day you are offering bhoga, but he is not accepting it. You offer some hot prasad to Krishna, the chapati or rice or dal or sabji or laddus you offer, and you ring bell, you chant mantras, you close curtain, and when you open the curtain, all that food that you have offered is as it is. Not even one grain is reduced. Is Krishna really eating? Then the Guru said, no, Krishna doesn't eat like you and me. You may need to take the food from with your hands and put in your mouth and chew it and swallow it. Krishna doesn't eat all that. He doesn't eat like that. He glances on the food and he accepts it. Then the child did not understand. How can somebody eat by glancing? You don't eat with eyes, eat with mouth. The child is not understanding. Then Guru said, no, Krishna eats in a spiritual way, in a subtle way, in a spiritual way he eats. He doesn't eat in a gross way, visible way like you and me do. Don't worry. Krishna is accepting. Then the child said, no, if Krishna has actually eaten the food that we offered, the plate has to be empty. If the prasadam, if the food is still in the plate, how can we understand that Krishna ate it? That's not the way we eat. And the Guru said, okay, I'll explain it to you tomorrow. You please go back home. You memorize the shloka nicely. Then I will explain it to you tomorrow. Then the boys went, class ended. They nicely learned the shloka. Next day, the morning, they came and the Guru asked, did you learn the shloka? Yes. This same boy who asked the question, he started speaking the shloka. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti pahritam ashnami prayatatmanah. He beautifully recited the shloka. And the Guru asked, where did you learn this shloka from? The boy said, I learned it from the book. Oh, really? How did you learn? I read the book. First, I repeatedly recited the shloka by seeing the shloka. And I closed the book and again recited the shloka without seeing. Like that, I practiced so many times. Then the shloka entered my memory. I memorized it. Then the Guru asked, so the shloka has entered your memory? Yes, my dear Guru. The shloka entered the memory. I can recite without seeing the book. Then the Guru asked, the shloka has entered the memory. Does it mean that the shloka disappeared from the book? The child said, no. He opened the book and showed. See, the shloka did not disappear from the book. Then the Guru said, if shloka can be there in the book also and in your memory also, why are you so surprised that the bhoga is there in the plate also and Krishna's plate, Krishna's belly also? Shloka is there in the book and it entered your memory also. Similarly, the bhoga that we offer to Krishna is there in the plate, but it is also there in Krishna's belly. He ate it in a spiritual way. In a subtle way, the shloka has entered from the book into your memory. Shloka came from the book into your memory, and shloka is there in your memory also. Shloka is there in the book also. Similarly, bhoga also is like that. So Krishna eats in a very subtle way, spiritual way. Mainly, Krishna accepts the love and affection of the devotee more than the bhoga. Bhoga also he accepts. When we put extra salt, Krishna understands it. When we put extra sugar, Krishna understands it. When we don't put any sugar, Krishna understands it. When you make a payasam without any sugar in it, Krishna understands, oh, why are you so blind? Once Krishna deity also started speaking to Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami, you are offering me rotis, but there is no salt in it. I want some salt. Then Sanatana Goswami, no, I cannot afford salt. You can eat like this only. So Krishna can understand the taste. Therefore, we need to be very careful while preparing bhoga. You can't be very casual. Deities, they don't speak, they don't give any feedback. So I can prepare the food the way I want. When we are making for devotees, we are very cautious because devotees give feedback. But when we are making for the deities, also we have to be very cautious. They may not speak up, or we are not spiritually uh, advanced enough to hear his voice. But Krishna is eating that food and Krishna is tasting it. If there is extra mirchi, Krishna will get that effect. And if there is less salt, Krishna will also understand it. So we need to be very careful. But Krishna eats the food. We need to have that conviction, that faith. So once there was a boy, his name is Raghunandan. His father, Mukunda, told him to go and make an offering to Krishna one day because he was very busy. So for the first time, this boy went with Bhoga, went to the altar and kept in front of Krishna's deity and said, Krishna, please eat it. I have got it. And he chanted some mantras. Krishna did not eat. Then uh, the boy started crying, Krishna, why are you not eating? Did I commit an offense? Are you upset with me? If you don't eat, what will I tell my father? He told me to offer this bhoga to you and you are not accepting it only. Are you upset with me? Then seeing this innocent appeal of the child, Krishna's deity started speaking. Krishna said, "My dear child, I have already taken it. I ate it. This is how I eat. I don't grossly eat with hands and mouth like you. I ate it. Now this is Mahaprasad. Accept it." Then the child doesn't understand this psychology. Krishna, the child said, "No, if we have eaten, the bhoga should reduce in the plate, or it should disappear from the plate. It should enter your my plate, enter your belly. This is how my mother taught me. You should eat." Then Krishna finally he came out of the altar. He sat in front of the boy. He ate the all the bhoga that the boy offered and emptied the plate. Then after some time, Mukunda came and said, "My dear child, where is Mahaprasad? Did Krishna eat the food?" Then the child said, Raghunandan said that today Krishna ate everything. He did not leave any Mahaprasad. Then the father was surprised. Was the child speaking a lie? Did the child eat it and he is claiming that Krishna ate it? Let me test him. So the father offered him some more food items and told, "Go and offer it to Krishna." And the child, Raghunandan, went and kept this bhoga in front of Krishna. And Krishna came out of the altar and started eating it in front of Raghunandan. And all this, the father is observing from behind the curtain. Then the father understood, oh, this child is very special, very devoted. Now, what happened to Raghunandan may not happen to all of us. We don't have that simplicity and purity of consciousness, so much so that Krishna comes and eats our bhoga. I think some devotees may have even today also, but they don't advertise it. but but whether Krishna visibly eats in front of us or not, we should be confident that Krishna is eating it, provided we have devotion. So our focus is cultivating the devotion. Whether Krishna visibly eats or invisibly eats, that is his choice. But what is our responsibility? We need to cultivate devotion and offer it to Krishna. Hmm. There are many, many things we can say about this shloka, but I think I will conclude it. So, to give a quick summary, yeah, Krishna is the Supreme Person and He hears our prayers, He enjoys our loving offerings, and He will accept it with joy. And all we need to focus is to develop that love. It is the love in the heart of a devotee that connects the devotee to Krishna. So we need to cultivate that love. With that love, one can please Krishna. Initially, we need to uh, focus on our services uh, as prescribed by the Guru and Shastra and Sadhus. Then we will be able to uh, physically or visibly see Krishna eating our offerings. But till then, have faith that if I make an offering with devotion, Krishna will accept it. Uh, because love is more important than fancy gifts that we offer to Krishna. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we'll discuss 27th sloka. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.